sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
He's got the back in the middle.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
The Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive game.
And the Aztecs in a good spot here with second and short. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Aztecs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I think they were in nickel package right there. And I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force fourth downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Used the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Got a man. It's Watson. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the top. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purdue! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab, it's Napier. Turns it on at midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss. Still a 7-point game, guys.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Joyner. They almost got a first down there. Stop the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Oh, he's got some space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. That's caught. It's Joyner. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to the ground with the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Aztecs are marching down the field.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job on the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. They're going to run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Sneak gets it done.
Man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. We expected to see a shakeup at the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this.
Picked off. What a set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. The Aztecs look to do some damage in the red zone. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aztecs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Napier. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go! Let's go! Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Tuggle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Got some room. Head to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the ball with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught close to the marker. It's sticky. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Tuggle. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. It'll be a draw. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Joyner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Dickey. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to run it. Find some fresh air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Let's Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.